Welcome to Prep Sports Live. My name is Drake Rankin, and I'm here at San Pasqual High School, where the Golden Eagles are all set to take on the Rancho Buena Vista Longhorns. But before I get into that, let me toss it over to Roman, who's at Point Loma High School. Roman, what you got? Thanks, Priscilla. I got what's sure to be a close fight between the Point Loma Pointers and the Cathedral Catholic Dons. But first, I'm going to toss it across the studio to Jordan. Jordan, what do you got? Thanks, Roman. This week, I have a high-scoring rivalry shootout between the San Marcos Knights and the Mission Hills Grizzlies. So get ready, because Prep Sports Live starts right now.
Welcome back. If you're just now tuning in, playoffs are here, and the pressure is definitely on.
It sure is, Raina. If you think the gridiron action we cover is intense, you should see what goes on behind the scenes in our studio. Follow us on Instagram at PrepSportsLive and on Twitter at PrepSportsLive_ for a close-up and personal view of how we get down. This week, I got to cover a tough playoff battle between the Mount Miguel Matadors and the Escondido Cougars. With both teams looking for a win to keep their season strong, let's roll those highlights to see who will live to fight another day. Thanks, Tyler. This week, I traveled to Cathedral Catholic, where the Dons hosted the Point Loma Pointers. Let's roll those highlights and see who comes out on top. Thanks, Jordan. I'm here at San Pasqual High School, where the Rancho Buena Vista Longhorns are getting ready to face off against the Golden Eagles. This is the second time this year the two teams have faced off, but this time it's in the playoffs. Let's get those highlights rolling and see who comes out on top.
On Santa Fe's opening drive, the ball is fumbled and linebacker Grant Hansen recovers the ball on the 3-yard line. 2 plays later, Tyler Sycon takes advantage of the excellent field position and scores the first touchdown of the game. Later on, running back Chase Baptista goes into motion, gets the toss, and takes off on a 20-yard run to get his offense moving. Next play, Austin Rossetti takes the handoff and powers through the line for a big gain. 5 plays later, Joe Burritt gets the toss, runs to the outside, and dives for the pylon to score a Santa Fe touchdown. Heading into the second quarter now, the Wolverines have made it deep into Titan territory. Westview quarterback Bo Nelson throws to his young receiver Benjamin O'Brien, who puts the Wolverines into scoring position. On the very next play, Nelson tricks the entire Titans defense and scores a Wolverine touchdown. Quarterback Lorenas makes the connection with his favorite receiver Jimenez, but the Golden Eagles answer right back, with Erdman launching the ball to receiver Cameron Young, who runs a fade route and makes a stunning catch over his defender and runs the ball in to complete a 67-yard Eagles touchdown. Skipping ahead to the fourth quarter now, Cathedral running back Xavion Watson gets the ball and breaks through the Pointers' defensive line and takes it 30 yards before being brought down by cornerback Michael Blakely. 5 plays later, quarterback Thomas Kane Berman forces his way into the end zone to tie the game 7-7. The Pointers get the ball back, but defensive end Justin Clement sacks Grady on a 3rd down, forcing the Pointers to punt the ball. After punting the ball, the Point Loma's defensive line forces Watson to fumble the ball late in the 4th quarter. After the fumble, the Pointers set up their kicker Andy Medina to kick the game-winning 20-yard field goal. Final score, 10-7. I caught up with head coach Mike Hastings to see what he had to say about the game.
We just beat tonight. You know, that's hard to do. And our kids came out and battled. They believe, you know, and we keep building on what we do best. That's playing team football. You know, our offense stalled at times tonight, but our special teams picked it up. We had great coverages on our punts and on our kickoffs. And then our defense just came alive. They had the one good drive where they scored. But beyond that, we were able to take the ball away, then give it to our offense to kick the winning field goal. That was wonderful.
We came in and we had a good week of practice. And we came in knowing what they were going to run. Number 80 was going to be an animal. They were going to have good pass plays like they did when they threw number 1 over there and they tricked us. But, you know, we persevered and we came in and we stopped them at the goal line when it mattered.
As you can see, it was a real nail-biter here tonight, but the Westview Wolverines managed to stand tall against the Poway Titans and defend their home turf. The Titans will fall to 3-4, while the Wolverines will rise to 4-3 and face off against Rancho Bernardo High School next week. Meanwhile, the Poway Titans will face off against Vista High School at home. Back to you at the desk, Danny. It was a tough fight, but in the end, the Pointers escaped with the victory. Next week, the Dons will face off against St. Augustine in the always exciting Holy Bowl. Back to you at the desk, Roman.
As you can see, it was a tough fight where every play mattered, but in the end, the San Pasquale Golden Eagles managed to get away with a victory and advance to the next round of divisional playoffs. As for the Longhorns, unfortunately, this is where their season will come to an end. Back to you in the studio, Jordan.
It is now time for the most exciting part of the show, Plays of the Year.
That's right, Roman. Here are Drake Rankin and Palmer Bird.
Long bombs, interception, long runs, all those can run in a category for Plays of the Year.
That's right, Palmer. Along with you, me and my San Marcos classmates had the pleasure of covering all of the best plays of the year. Roll the tape. Tune in next week for some more CIF playoff action. I'm Drake Rankin.
And I'm Reina Orozco Ramos. Have a wonderful night.